What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. Y'all know where I'm from. Anyway, the village storyteller. Listen, man. Y'all know it's story time. So go ahead and hit that like button. Just go ahead and hit it now, because there's too many of y'all getting these stories and forgetting to hit that like button. So go ahead and hit it now. But anyway, before we get off into this story, man, I'd like to address something to the people. I read in the comments, man. You know, which I really don't care, but I be trying to figure out. And look, these comments, they don't come from the women. Where I would expect they would come from the women, but they don't. They come from the so-called men. I'm trying to figure out first, though, what in the world are you watching me to the point to where, now I can see if you just coming to get the stories and going on about your business, but I'm trying to figure out the men. What the heck are y'all worried about what my hair look like? Worried about what my beard look like? Worried about what kind of shirt I have on? Worried about how I move my hand, how I turn my head, if I got eye piercings, nose piercings, ear piercings, tongue, nose, lip, neck, whatever type. The women don't trip. It's you so-called men. Now, I don't know what type of tendencies a lot of y'all might have, but come on, for real? If you come to my station, man, to hear me tell you about my past, hear you tell me about my experience in prison, my experience on the street, in that illustrious gang-banging career I had for most of the years of my life, listen to the stories and keep it pushing, keep it swinging, keep it going on where you going. But no, y'all want the story, and then y'all want to take time out to dissect what I look like another man. Me personally, I don't care nothing about what no another man look like. Especially if I'm just trying to hear the stories and keep it swinging. So y'all might need to look at some of y'all selves. You know what I'm saying? Might be young kids, old kids. I don't know what y'all are. But you might need to look at yourselves, because your sexuality ain't swinging the right way. But anyway, now that I got that out the way, on to the story. You can tell from the title. Man, this is a story about, man, moms, man, and her way of looking at life. You know what I'm saying? Moms might have been a little, you know what I'm saying, a little prejudiced, a little racial, you know what I'm saying, moms, you know what I'm saying? But she come up in that age, you know what I'm saying? She come up in that day. Mom seen a whole lot of stuff when she was young. My mother was born in Waco, Texas. And my mother was born in 1939. You know how long ago that was? 1939, man. Was it 1929? No, I take that back. My mother was born in 1929. Yeah. Mom's was born back in 1929, man. Can you imagine how Texas was in 1929? So yeah, coming up, moms went through a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? With the family and racial stuff and prejudice and, just a lot of stuff that black people went through in Texas back in the 1920s. That's what prompted her and the family to up and move to California, which I'm glad they did. Because hey, me, But anyway, yeah. I'm glad she did come. But anyway, let's fast forward. Man, I was in the pen and back in the 80s, California. I was in Chino. And I had a celly, man, and the homie, I don't know where the homie is, but the homie Bluestone from Playboy Gangster from PBG. Shout out to Bluestone from PBG, wherever you may be, homie. I hope that life shining on you. But anyway, my celly was Bluestone from Playboy Gangsters. And man, we was cool. We kicked it in the cell, man. We talked. You know what I'm saying? Did push them to everything that celly's gonna do back at that time. So we talking about homegirls, women, and all this. And I say, well, shoot, homie, you got you in touch with a lot of your homegirls. I'm in touch with a few of my homegirls. I say, let's exchange Let's exchange homegirls. Give me one of your homegirls to write, and I'm gonna give you one of my homegirls to write. And he was like, well, yeah, cool, cuz, you know, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm like, all right, homie. So, do I remember who I gave him? No, I can't. Too many years ago, back in the mid 80s. But I never forget, he gave me one of his homegirls. Do I remember her name? No. But the thing that I do remember and that I will always remember is she was a white girl. 100% white girl. But now, not really shocking because over in West LA at that time, you know, a lot of white people over there, you know what I'm saying? We used to call all the sets over there in West LA the rich cribs. So they had, you know, I guess, you know, it was the norm for them to have some white homegirls because the white folks was over there back then at that time. So anyway, I can't remember her name. But now we wrote back. Was it no? I was gonna say Tracy, but no, I'm getting her mixed up with a white girl that was in YA with me, the co-ed in Ventura. White girl named Tracy Rock. That was her nickname. Called her Tracy Rock. But now she was from 190 East Coast. Whew, that's a whole nother story right there about her, y'all. I got to tell y'all about Tracy Rock one day. Woo, wow, freaky. But anyway, that's something different. But anyway, so the homie gave me a old girl. If was her name Mary? But anyway, we wrote back and forth. Even when I got in prison, she wrote me a couple of times. Now I was only going back on a violation, so I wasn't gone that long. But I never forget, man. When I got out, I hadn't been writing her for a while. You know, we had ended up losing contact or whatever. Boom. And so time went on. So, you know, like when I got out of prison, you know, a lot of time with a lot of dudes, when they get out, first few days they out, you know, they bored, don't know which way to go, what to do. You know, just sitting at the house bored. I went and got my phone book, you know what I'm saying? My phone book that I had with me in prison. And I going through it, you know what I'm saying? And I run across the white girl from Playboys. I run across her. So I'm like, dang, you know, let me try this number. I called it. She answered. So I'm like, what's up? She like, hey, what's up? Now listen, I was gonna give her just make her up a name, but I can't, I just can't remember her name, y'all. But anyway, the white girl from Playboys. So anyway, we kicked it, we talked on the phone. She like, I'm glad you out. When'd you get out? At the time, I think I'd been out about 2 days, maybe at the most, maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe. So anyway, we chopped. She said, well, look, I'm gonna come through and see you. Want me to come through? I'm like, yeah, man, come through and see me. So cool. So she fall through. So with me just getting out, remember now I told you, you know, mom's kicked me out the house with back when I was 14. I got the house shot up. So she got rid of me. But now at this time I got out, this one of them rare times I didn't really have a female under my belt, because usually, like I say, I get out and go stay with a female. One of them times this just didn't happen. So she had told me I could stay there a couple of weeks, but I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Mom didn't play, because I was caught up in that gang stuff at the time, man. And mom just wasn't having it, and I wasn't finna stop. No, I wasn't finna stop, not at that time. So mom's wasn't having it, so she was like, yeah, you can stay here a couple of weeks, but go ahead and do what you usually do. Get you one of them little crazy heifers that you be having and go on over there and live with her. That was my MO. Cool. So during the first week, I end up calling the white girl. So she come through. Mom's was going to work, and my sister was going to school, I'm thinking, at that time. So she come through. Knock at the door, come. Boom, boom, boom. I never forget, I go answer the door. So now when I answered the door, man, the little white girl was bad, homie. You know what I'm saying? Looked it nice. And you could tell that she was one of them white girls that was raised around a lot of blacks. You know what I'm saying? But she had a little style and a little class about her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. for the homegirl, Miss Queen C. Free Bo Billy, y'all. Y'all free Bo Billy, man. Homie locked up out there in Virginia, y'all. Free Bo Billy. But anyway, so, you know, the little white girl had a little class about herself, too. She was cool. So I let her on in. Of course, you know what I'm saying? She liked it what I looked like back then. I was an Adonis, you know what I'm saying? Hair down to here, you know what I'm saying? Cut up real nice, you know what I'm saying? I had that east side swag about me, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody fool y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's a big difference. Well, it was back then. It was a big difference in L.A. between the east siders and the west siders, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that big, bad, evil east side had it going on. But anyway, let her in. So we kicking it. We sitting on the couch. We kicking it. So now, of course, you know, in my mind, I got to get this cat. I got to hit this. I got to hit this cat. She looking good. You know what I'm saying? And she talking right. She talking nice. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need to go ahead and lay her down real quick. So, you know, time goes on. She had got comfortable. She ended up, you know, kicking her shoes off and, you know, curling. You know, y'all know how girls do. When they curl their legs up under them and sit down. And, you know, we chilling. We talking. You know what I'm saying? I asked about, you know what I'm saying, how was Bluestone doing? She said she hadn't heard from him. And boom, 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 boom. Okay. Fast forward. Time goes on. A couple of hours had passed by so fast because our conversation was jumping. The conversation was hitting. So, listen, man. The front door opened. Front door opened. When you come through the front door, you can walk straight through the foyer, because Mom's had a big old house at this time. When you first walk through, you walk through the foyer, you can look to the left, you can look to the right into my mom's big giant living room connected to a big giant dining room. But when you look straight at it, it's a table and a big couch and all that. We sitting on the couch. So when Mom's come in, she shot straight past. She like, hey baby, and shot straight past. When I seen Mom's, everything clicked in my head. Bam, bam, bam. Oh shoot. She done seen this white girl. Now y'all, let me show you. I'm gonna tell you about my Mom's didn't play that. Wasn't no white folks come up in Mom's house. She didn't play that. Mom's didn't play that. She wasn't having that. Growing up, Moms would indoctrinate me and my sisters. She used to tell us, look, if y'all go out and had them kids by all these other strange people, don't bring them back here to me. Do not bring nothing back here to me from these old other strange people. She called other races strange people. That was her. Now you got to look, like I say, my mama grew up in Texas in the 1920s, man. She had a lot of baggage from, you know, coming back, you know, uncles getting hung, aunties being raped and shot, brothers and sisters being killed and all that. Just, you know, a lot of that stuff that went on in Texas in the 1920s, she had that baggage. And she had her set mentality on how life was. And it shaped and molded her. Now, she used to, you know, at a young age, she used to try to shape me and my sisters in that mold, but it just didn't work. Us growing up in L.A., it's so many different races. You know, you come up, you raised in the streets a little bit different. But anyway, she used to always tell us that she wouldn't accept us having children by nothing but blacks or Native Americans, Indians. You know what I'm saying? You go out and then she was tripping on if you know that reverse, what we call reverse racism. You know, a lot of people back then, they looked at real dark skinned people as no, y'all ugly, y'all, You know, she was a product of that, man. You know, that's my mom. I love her, you know, rest in peace. But she was a product of that. You know, me, I'm the darkest person in my family. So, of course, she was like, yeah, y'all go out here, you go out and get these kids by these little burnt up women or these little burnt up dudes. Don't bring them little burnt up babies back here to me. I'm like, man, Mom's was a trip. She was on that. And she wasn't playing that, going to have no, interracial children. Oh, no, Moms didn't have that. White, Mexicans, all that. No, she wasn't. Moms wouldn't have none of that. Period. She wasn't having none of that. And I'm raised in prison and raised in the streets, so I wasn't raised that way. I didn't look at life that way. So when moms walked through and seen that white girl, she kept going, then she stopped. She did one of these numbers, y'all. She had went past. Now look, I'm finna go past you. Then she leaned back. She said, oh, I know. Oh, boy, I know you ain't. Oh, you done lost your mind. And she shot off. She shot off real quick. I'm knowing she finna trip. I'm knowing she finna pull a stunt. So I'm telling the white girl, I'm like, hey, come on, homegirl. Was it? No, I almost said her name. Was it Tracy? Was her name Tracy too? I almost said her name. But anyway, I tell her I'm like, come on, let's go. Look. So she like, what's up? I'm like, look, homegirl, check this out. Put your shoes on. Let's get on up out of here. My mama finna trip. So she like, your mama finna trip? I'm like, man, let's go. So she putting her shoes on, but in the process of her putting her shoes on, mom's come back, bend the corner. She got a can of that spray Lysol in her hand. She got a can of spray. She say, boy, what's your problem? She said, I know goddamn well you ain't brought this white girl up in my house like this. I'm like, mama, hold on. I forgot. We finna go. I said, she finna go. She said, no, not only is she finna go, you finna go too. Wherever you went and found her, she go back there and you need to go back too. And so the white girl like, huh? I'm like, hey, hold up, homegirl. Don't even trip. Come on, let's just go. So she like, yeah, okay, come on. Man, the girl put her shoes on and she get up to go. And mom's like, yeah, baby, I don't know what he told you, but he told you wrong. You got to get out my house. She's like, okay, miss, I'm leaving. I'm like, dang, mama, you tripping. She's no, boy, you tripping. Man, she hit old girl with a squirt of that Lysol. The girl like, what you do? She like, baby, let's go. My mama didn't play. She wasn't nothing 5 foot even maybe. But she didn't play, was a little dynamo, a little Taurus. She sprayed. I'm like, hey, mama, stop, man, don't do that. She gave me a little squirt. She said, get your nasty ASS up out of here too, because I don't know what y'all been in here doing. Where we was sitting, she sprayed it down. Shh. Y'all got to go. I'm like, man, so she following us out. She giving us a squirt out the door. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. Yeah. Take y'all nasty ASS up out my house. Needless to say, man, old girl left. She was like, man, I said, man, look, you got to forgive her. She tripping. I forgot, man. Moms be like, she like, oh, I ain't never coming over here no more. That's it. I pretty much knew at that time it was a Rap City chick on anything that I thought I was going to do with her or any type of future anything I was going to try to have with her. Because she was bad too, yo. She was bad. But anyway, she left. I tried to turn around and come back in the house. Mom's had the door locked. She like, she opened the door. What you want? I'm like, man, the girl gone. Let me go. Let me. No. Take your butt on. I'm like, mom, you just take your nasty butt on. Go where you found her at. I'm like, man, mom's closed that door in my face. And I'm like, man, shoot. I had to walk to the set. I had to walk to South Park and kick it all day. You know what I'm saying? Up there with the homies. Until later on that night, man, I went back. She had finally calmed down a little bit. And she let me back in the house. Whew. Boy, that was something else. Man, mom's something else, though. But I understand how she grew up, where she grew up at, and how she grew up, and what was going on in the times that she grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really be mad at her because you gotta, like I tell you all the time, try to walk a mile in someone else's shoes before you judge them. And the things that she went through back in Texas in the 1920s and 30s before they came to California, I could only, read about. I could only read about it in history books, But so that's just how she was. But man, I could tell you a story, man. She called me, man, Mom's called me one time in the bed with my homegirl, my Mexican homegirl. Man, look, what? She happened to barge in the room, and me and old girl, no, we was asleep. It was early the next morning. And she walked in and me a Mexican homegirl. Now the homegirl from the set. The homegirl from, matter of fact, she was from the set before me. You know what I'm saying? She was from the set before me. That's how long she been around there. But now, mom walked in and looked. That's another story. I'll tell y'all about that at a later date. You know what I'm saying? But it's me, y'all. Man, I just had to get that story in. It's me, man, your big partner, man. Cartoon one, the village storyteller. Y'all keep your head up, man. Y'all keep your head up. Keep it on a swivel, stay dangerous, man. And spread the love, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Hit that like button for me.